Well, good morning, Hernando County. My name is David Decarlo. I'm the Emergency Management Director for Hernando County. We are broadcasting Facebook Live here today. We're at the Emergency Operations Center located in Brooksville. With me today is Hernando County Administrator Jeff Rogers. We just want to give our citizens and those affected by Hurricane Helene an update on what has transpired and what is going on for recovery efforts. First of all, I just want to say we are so sorry for what happened to those that got affected by the storm surge. We understand your homes have been absolutely destroyed. Your lives have been uprooted. We are here for you for the recovery efforts. I know we have a lot of people that are working out in the field, and we're here to help you. And we're going to give you some more information today to let people know what we're doing.
It's a good point, Dave. And that's one of the main things that government does, in this time is the Hernando County government here is dedicated, and we will be here for the recovery efforts. We have a lot of efforts today. I'm going to go through some of those things that are happening for our community today and be able to answer your questions today. So this is a live process. You can put questions in there, and we'll get to those answers questions definitely today. And we do have a public information center of people available all the time, to answer questions during the day right now, all the time. People can call the county, the Emergency Operations Center, right?
Yep, we're here. So if you have any storm-related questions, our public information lines are still open. That's 352-754-4083. So if you have any storm-related questions, you can call that number 352-754-4083. Again, we are live. This is going to be interactive. If you have any questions during the course of this broadcast, please drop it in the chat. Behind the camera is our public information officer, Dominique Holmes. So she'll be getting your questions, and she'll be asking them, and we will answer any questions that you have. So again, this is interactive. It's a little different format than what we've done in the past, but we want to give you the best information that we can. So overall, we had Hurricane Helene come by us the other day, made landfall Thursday night into Friday morning. That storm surge that came into to the West Coast, we experienced anywhere between 8 to 10 feet of storm surge. You can see the damage that's being shown on your screen. The storm impacts is catastrophic, and we understand that. As you can tell, there's boats got pushed up on the water from the water on the onto the roads, and we're doing everything we can to. I think we've cleared those. Right, those boats.
Yeah, so roadways have been cleared. Now there's some water still on some roadways over there in Hernando Beach, so be very careful still. But the majority of the roadways are accessible now. But yes, you're right. Historic storm surge. I think we all see that now. The impacts that happened to the western part of our community is catastrophic.
So what we're doing right now, we understand the damage, and you see that what's being shown on the screen here. We do have damage assessment teams out in the field. We had them out yesterday. They're out today again, but also we need to capture that information. If your house has been either affected either by minor storm surge, major storm surge, if you had major impact, we need to capture that data to help you, the individual citizens, for federal assistance.
Yes.
And it's important to do that.
We got a question in the chat. It says people are saying they cannot throw away any items because claim adjusters need to see them in person. Is that correct?
That would have to be going through your individual homeowner's insurance, but I would capture that information with pictures. Okay, if you have damage, I would do an inventory, keep it on your phone for your adjuster, but I would contact the homeowner's insurance.
To do that. Homeowner insurance question to ask your insurance company, but definitely photographic evidence is always a great idea. Take photographs of all the damage you have at your house and everything that you're going to dispose of.
And I believe in the self-reporting, if you go to www.hernandocounty.us, our website, there's a self-reporting tool bar in there. Click on that. You'll be able to report your damage, and you'll be able to upload your pictures of the damage of your home up there as well. So that'll help us capture that. We're trying to do our best to get federal assistance for the individual homeowners. So we need to capture that damage, and so we can get an estimate on our loss, so we can get some federal assistance.
Speaking of, so 2 more questions came in the chat. Follow up on that. Does FEMA require to see it in person?
No, they don't. You capture it. They'll sooner or later, FEMA will be coming out and doing damage assessment. But if we can capture that information now, send that to FEMA, that'll expedite the process to get the federal assistance. So do they need to see it firsthand? No, we understand it's going to be moldy and mildew, and
Yes.
it's the heat and everything,
All
you
that.
know. So take pictures, okay, and when FEMA comes out there, you can show them that
Yeah,
those
just
pictures.
document what happened to your property and the efforts you're taking to remove that material.
Right.
And give that to FEMA when you meet with them.
Awesome. Second question, and this will be talked about, I think, here in the future. But does Hernando Beach need licensed electricians to inspect their electrical before with the Lacucci River Electric turns it back on?
That's a great question.
That's good.
We
Talk
were
about
just
that.
we were just talking about that. Okay, so if you are without power now, okay, we are working with Cucci Electric. Please have your power, your meter box turned off. Your breaker box turned off. Okay, they're going to go out to the individual homes. They're going to check to see if your meter box is off, the main breaker. Okay, they're going to inspect it, and then they will charge it to the meter. You, the homeowner, will be responsible to do the individual breakers to turn it back onto the power. All right. So if your house got inundated with salt water or storm surge water, we are recommending, to get a licensed electrician, because that salt water intrusion in the electrical outlets is not good. But we're not going to have that, required to turn the power back on. We want to get power back as soon as possible. It is our recommendation to get a licensed electrician. The breaker needs to be turned off. They'll be seeing it, and then they can turn it on just like that.
So to the clear, yeah, you do not have to have a license inspection, but we highly recommend it. If you did get 4, 5, 6 foot of water in your house, we highly recommend that you have an electrician double check to make sure that your breaker box and all your electrical wires and everything are okay.
Right.
Just safety of your house and yourself.
Right.
Prior to re-energizing your house. But so currently they have to just make sure the breaker's turned off, correct?
Correct.
And then I know that electric companies out there currently going street by street, and they are going to start re-energizing all these properties on Hernando Beach. And we're hoping they get a significant amount done today.
Yes, I know some people's power's been restored. Some people's power's been restored, but those, if you have not, please again ensure that your breaker. We're trying to eliminate fires. Yes. That's what we're trying to do. It's all about life safety. It's about preservation of property. We don't want to have anybody hurt or damaged. What we experienced yesterday, we had a lot of fires.
Yes.
Caused by lithium batteries. If you have golf carts or these e-bikes, these new e-bikes,
yes,
electric cars, if they got inundated with salt water, that salt water is going to eat that battery up, and it's going to cause fires. If you have them, please take them out of your garage and put them in your driveway.
Put them in your driveways, and follow the manufacturing recommendation that it dry it out.
Right.
Yep.
So if it does catch on fire because the saltwater intrusion, gets into the lithium battery, is going to cause a fire. Your house doesn't burn down. I think we responded to 6 or 7 fires yesterday.
Yes.
Because of that very reason, and we want to protect you and do the best we can. So if you have any items like that, make sure you take them out of your garage, put them out front in your garage, in your driveway, whatever. Again, this is a live interaction. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat room, in the chat box, and we'll answer them as we go along.
Someone thanked you guys for your continued dedication and support. So good job.
Thank you very much. No, we're here. We've been here monitoring from the very beginning. Behind us, you see, we have our emergency operations center behind us. We have several emergency support functions that are working today. We're working tomorrow and into the next week. So we're here for you. We understand what you're going through, and we want to be here for you to help you recover. Due to that damage, there's several parks that have been closed. Okay. Alfred McKeon Pine Island Park got absolutely destroyed. I know we just repaired that from Hurricane Idalia.
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah. So
and that's good. So you want to go through the
so the parks, obviously, outside of Pine Island, which there's catastrophic damage there. So we'll be looking for how we move forward there and having a new plan for what we do with that park going forward. Obviously, we'll be looking to restore it one day. However, what that final comes out, we'll make sure that we build back smart here and do some good things there, because we don't want to continually have that same issue going forward. So we'll work with the Board of County Commissioners, come up with a good plan for citizens. But the rest of these other parks, they're closed temporarily, right? And so we do have some significant amount of debris in these parks and some damages where they're not safe for everybody to use at this time. So to make sure the parks are safe, and we do have some some boat ramps that are damaged and access these ramps that we need to repair. We had some bathroom buildings get broken and destroyed by this significant surge volume of water. So we are closing these, and we're going to be looking at them individually real quickly here, trying to figure out how we can get them back to open where they're safe and improvements for and safe for the citizens to use. But there is a significant amount of damage. Mostly, obviously, all these parks that had a lot of surge into it. But we'll be working quickly to try to get them back open. We do have access to the waters is important.
Yes.
You know, we took a lot of boats out.
We
and
did.
now we got to get those boats back into people's. And so there is a few of the ramps at Hernando Beach boat ramp are open. There's some that are damaged and they're inaccessible. So we're going to make sure that we have accessible at least Hernando Beach boat ramp currently, and then we'll look to get Bayport back open as soon as we can. Also, because it did have some damage too on that pier out there, and the floating dock was damaged some too. And so we'll be looking to try to recover those. So we'll give some more updates on those daily as we see that.
Yep. So again, those Pine Islands closed, Roger Park, Bayport Park, Jenkins Creek, and Lyndon Pedersen Park. They're all closed right now. Okay. And again, Hernando Beach Boat Ramp has a partial ramp closures, but you can still facilitate vessels access on those ramps. But we'll begin, as the administrator said, we're going to be working hard to get those parks open as soon as possible, because we know that's one of the things that attract people to Hernando County.
We need that.
So
we got two questions in the chat, off topic from parks, but very important questions. People are concerned with and are experiencing looting. Is there any recommendations that they can do?
Yes, so we've partnered, and in fact, I just spoke to the Hernando County Sheriff's representative. They're going to up their game and get more deputies out there. I understand there was some looting last night, and I understand that they're going to increase their patrol, their presence there. But if you see any suspicious vehicles, call 911. Don't call. I mean, if it's an emergency service and you think something is suspicious and they're going to be looting, that's a 911 call. Yes. That's not a storm related call. So call 911. If you see people looting or you see suspicious vehicles, please call 911. Because we want to protect you. We want to protect your properties.
We're going to continue with the increased significant presence out there, and so please let us know in the sheriff's office. Call the sheriff's office, and we will make sure that we can investigate anybody and make sure some. Just let's be careful, and if you see anything, as you said, suspicious, call us. Call the sheriff's office.
So again, it's important. I understand it's people want to go see that damaged area because it's significant damage. Yep. But if you don't live in that area, please don't go down there. Okay. If there's no business being out there. Okay. We have a lot of the work going on. We have debris. I want everybody to be safe. There's no reason to go out there. I don't want anybody to it's just no reason to be out there unless you're emergency services or you live out there. Right? So we have more questions?
Yeah. Right? Second question. We're going to end up talking about this here shortly, but what's the best way to volunteer to help with the Hernando Beach cleanup?
Great. That's a great question. So this morning, we opened up the Weeki Wachee Area Club. We have a family resource center. It's being operated by the United Way and the American Red Cross. We have some other wraparound services that the county. So if you want to volunteer, you can go to the Weeki Wachee Area Club. You'll be able to sign up and work with the United Way, the American Red Cross, to get on the volunteer list. So it's a great area. We have muck out buckets. We have wraparound services. We'll have water. We'll have MREs. I believe we'll have some shovels and brushes, some cleanup kits to help you recover. So we understand there's a large amount of debris. So let's talk about debris removal. Debris removal starts today.
Debris removal started today. So how that's going to work, basically, if you're in the impacted area west of US 19, the county will be bringing a contractor by to pick up the debris. And so basically, you put it in the 3 piles in front of your property. You got vegetation, you got white goods like large appliances in the pile, and then also just all your construction debris, whether that's wallboard, carpets, and things you're taking out, furniture. Pile those in piles in front of your house, and the county will be coming by with a contractor. They're actually starting today. You'll start to see those trucks in the community today, right. But they will be here until we're done. And so whether that's you'll have to have it all out today, you can do it over the next couple of weeks, and we will come by and get all that debris in the future. The other alternative, the option we have for you open today There's also the West Side Convenience Center, which is over on Oslo Boulevard. If you decide you don't want to have to wait for the trucks to come by in the next few days, the next week, you have the option to bring that, as long as it's residential things from your house, to the West Side Convenience Center and drop it off there, and that'll allow you to get rid of that material quicker, if that's your desire. But by no means do you have to do that. We are going to bring our trucks to pick up this debris. If you're watching this and you're outside of the big impacted area west of US 19, because west of US 19, we're going to drive down every road, and we're going to find even private roads, and we're going to go by every road multiple times and looking for all the debris that's brought up the street. But if you're in the area rest of the county, there is some potential that you've had some wind damage, trees damage, and we will also pick it up from you. But what we're here to do is give us a call and let us know, because we're not going to drive the whole county, but we're looking for it. But we have a debris hotline, and that's 833-307-5580. If you call that debris hotline and tell them what you have, then we'll schedule that truck to come out and pick up that material all for free to make sure that we pick up this debris. So again, we would like you to put it out in front of your house, or bring to the West Side Convenience Center. And that's if you call that debris hotline, and we can tell you when we think that after the next couple of days, we'll have a pretty good idea when we're going to be in front of houses. Today, we're kind of out looking at where the debris is at and making a plan for how we're going to get there. And but they will start picking up debris today, but they'll be back next week and the week after. So you have time around your busy lives to figure out how to take all this debris out of your house.
So you will have time, and you'll have the opportunity to gather everything up. Again, help us help you. Please separate your debris as through vegetation and the white goods and stuff. Get it at least 15 feet away from your home, put it out by the curb. All right. And we'll come by. We'll be there for several weeks. It'll probably take several weeks. So you'll have time to get your stuff if you have to cut out wall boards or anything of that nature. And we want to get to you as soon as possible, because we understand it's going to get hot and it's going to mold and mildew. It's going to be, you're going to lose, you've lost food, you've lost refrigerated stuff. We understand that. So we're trying to get that to you as soon as possible.
We are going to keep the convenience center. Usually it's closed on Sunday and Mondays. The people that use that frequently on the west side of the community, because of the impacts, that's going to stay open Sunday and Monday, so we can drop off debris there if you desire. We remind everybody that we do have these services at the West Side Convenience Center, and pick up in front of your house is all free. If you took your stuff to the landfill, the big landfill, there's a charge to drop it off there like normally. No operations there, but so we prefer all the debris to be picked up in front of your house or in the West Side Convenience Center. That's where the FEMA contractors are going to be, and that's the best place to do it.
Two things in the chat real quick. One of them is just a comment about seeing people charging to pick up debris, and they're just concerned about people scamming. So again, just like you reiterated, the hotline to call, that's open daily to make sure that, like you said, it's free for the.
So if you see that, obviously it's a choice you make. We highly be cautious on that, on those contractors that come into town and try to pick up this debris. The county's never going to charge you to pick up debris. It is free. And so, and if you think the license, please report those contractors to it at our pick line, and we'll investigate them to make sure that any contractor you think is not operating properly, will just let us know.
Right, and in fact, we just had law enforcement representatives here in our EOC from Jimmy Petronis, Chief Financial Officer's office. They're going to have information at the Family Resource Center. They're going to be dropping off, but they're also going to be in the area. They're law enforcement officials, and they're doing just that. If they're unlicensed contractors or trying to scam you, they're out there. So they just left the Emergency Operations Center literally about a half hour ago, and they're in the Hernando Beach area right now. So yes, we're very aware. If there's any scammers out there, we want them reported. Again, if you have any debris questions, we have the hotline open, available again from 8 to 5 daily. It's going to be open from 8 to 5 daily. And again, that number is 833-307-5580.
Okay,
More questions?
Yes, another question. Someone said they cut and bundled the debris. Will they pick it up on our normal recycling day?
So the storm debris won't be picked up by your normal trash hauler, Republic, and so they're going to pick up the normal trash on your normal day. Your recycling. There is a yard waste day, so as long as If you have a little bit of yard waste and you bundle it for Republic on that day, they will pick that up. But if you have a significant amount of yard waste because it's from the storm, a lot more than we would have on a normal every week, a little bundle, the public would need to wait for the hauler that we have for the storm debris. But a small amount of waste, the public will pick that up as they're contracted to do that.
I do want to just go back, if we can circle around. Do we have any more questions?
We're good.
Okay, so again, we're live. If you want to have any questions, drop them in the chat. Again, my name is Dave Decarlo. I'm the Emergency Management Director for Hernando County. I'm with our County Administrator, Jeff Rogers. We're here to answer your questions, giving you an update on our response to Hurricane Helene. I do want to circle back to our Family Resource Center that we have open. It is at the Weeki Wachee Area Club, which is located at 7442 Shoreline Boulevard. We have local resources there. We have cleanup supplies, support, meals. If you need any assistance, we really don't know what the unmet needs are. So we need you to communicate that to us so we can help you. So if there's any unmet needs or any future needs that you see, you can report them there. Okay. So based on that community feedback that we get, and we identify the unmet needs, Health and Human Services, the United Way, the American Red Cross, Salvation Army, and the Department of Health and Human Services, we're here to help you. So we need that information. So Family Resource Center will be open from here until future notice, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have people there. We'll have meals and supplies. Again, that's at the Weeki Wachee Area Club, and we really appreciate the Weeki Wachee Area Club for allowing us to be there.
Yes,
We have
wonderful.
great partnership. Thank you so much for allowing us to come there and to give this service back to the community.
Wonderful.
We have any questions? Again, we're live. Do you have anything
Let's talk
like
about
that?
the shelters. So I think
Absolutely.
So the shelters, I think we're closing the West Hernando Middle School shelter today. Is that correct?
Yes, so the shelters at West Hernando Middle School are closed. We do have a transitional shelter,
Okay.
so we understand that those people are coming back. You may have no place to go, as we always have said. Find a family or friend or other place. A public shelter should not be your first priority plan, but we do have a transitional shelter that's going to be opening up at noon today, 12 noon, and that's at the Enrichment Center. That's located at 800 John Gary Grubbs Boulevard in Brooksville. It's the Enrichment Center. It'll be housed with our partners, staffing by the American Red Cross. So between the city of Brooksville, our partners with the city of Brooksville, and our partnership with the American Red Cross, we're going to have that Enrichment Center open if you need sheltering. So it's open and available starting at noon today. We really appreciate that partnership with the American Red Cross. Again, we're live. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat, and we'll answer any questions. Do we have any questions so far?
No, lots of thank yous. People reminding you to, rest yourselves and stay hydrated and take care of yourselves and all your hard work. So lots of thank you.
And that's a great point. It is hot out there. The storm is gone. The heat and humidity is back up, and we understand you're going to be working hard to clean up your house and your debris.
Yep.
Please take care of yourself. Again, that's a great point. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Okay. Take care of yourselves. And we've messaged that to ourselves, to our own county employees. Yeah. They've been working nonstop from the get-go. We really appreciate all the hard work that they've done. But yes, please take care of yourself. We understand what you're going through. If you need any assistance, again, go to the Family Resource Center. Also, we're looking for donated supplies. If you have anything that you can donate, you can do that at the Family Resource Center, such as garbage bags, bleach, vinegar, any type of cleaning supplies, putty knives, work gloves, toiletries, stuff of that nature. If you want to donate those items, you can bring those to the Family Resource Center, and we'll accept those donated items as well. Okay. Again, if you want to volunteer, you can go to the Family Resource Center. Again, it's at the Weeki Wachee Area Club on Shoreline Boulevard. We'll be there from till 5 o'clock today, and we'll be open from 9 to 5 daily from here until the future. When that closes, we'll absolutely communicate that to the public. But that is open and available. It's a wraparound service. It has American Red Cross, Salvation Army, everything, all the community services, Health and Human Services.
Something that will be opening up, starting Monday as we get through this weekend, is emergency permitting. So people have some damage as we've got it cleaned out now. When we want to start recovering those properties,
Yes.
we do have on our website at hernandocounty.us You go there in the building division, you can see some emergency permitting forms you can fill out, and some ways to expedite ensuring that we get people recovered as fast as we can through our permitting process, to get them almost some instantaneous permits for them to remodel and do the things in their houses. So we look forward to, as this weekend of trying to get everything stabilized, determining the impacts of the damage in the community, and get some people some immediate resources, and to move forward. But the county is also looking for the long-term recovery now.
Yes.
And so we'll talk about that more in some future discussions.
Yes.
About how we're going to recover the community from necessary improvements and make sure that everybody gets back to the best we can be before the storm event.
Right. So, again, we're here for you. We understand what you're going through. We went through it last year with Hurricane Idalia. Yep. Unfortunately, we went going through it here. It is much worse and much more catastrophic than what we experienced last year. But I just want to reemphasize that Hernando County government, the wraparound services and resources, we are here for you. We understand what you're going through, and we want to do everything we can to help you recover as quickly as possible. So again, we have damage assessment teams. You'll see those people out in the field. Hopefully we can finish that up today, maybe tomorrow they'll be out there. We're trying to get the individual assistance and federal assistance. So we need to report that damages. You can self-report your damages to our website at the self-reporting tool. Again, that's at hernandocounty.us. So we want to be able to help you get the federal assistance, individual assistance. So once we get that declaration, a lot of money will be available to the citizens, but we need that information from you to be able to reach that threshold for federal assistance. Again, we're here. Any more chats?
Just two comments in the chats. Brian said the United Way is accepting donations to help residents with cleanup, and Life South is accepting blood donations for local hospitals. I think I mind scrolling down a little bit.
Nice.
Life South, yes, blood, yes. That if you want to donate blood, absolutely, that's awesome. Yes, we are very fortunate that we have had no injuries. We had no injuries, and we have suffered no fatalities. We did have to do some rescues over the course of the night as a storm surge came. We rescued about 12 individuals, and then as daybreak, and the sun rose, as the water still, we did more. I think we did 14 or something like that.
Maybe 10 or something animals too.
And we rescued some animals as well. So we had state, federal. I like to thank the Ohio 1 task force that came through, federal search and rescue team that came in. Between them and the National Guard, we had them on site, pre-landfall, already pre-staged. We appreciate them, and we partnered with the sheriff's office and our fire rescue. They went door to door, knocking on doors, making sure everybody was safe because the amount of storm surge that we came in. I know we got pictures on other Facebook pages and community Facebook pages, water all the way up to the roof lines. So we understand that it's been catastrophic, and we went house to house, knocking on doors to make sure everybody was safe and sound. So again, we're here for you. Our citizens information line will be open today until 7 p.m. The number is 352-754-4083. Again, that's for any storm related questions. If you have any questions about debris contract, the hotline is open as well at 833-307-5580. We have another comment.
Stephanie dropped in the chat that they're giving out hamburger and hot dogs and French fries at Hernando High School Stadium today from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for people still without power. Stephanie, if you can connect with the schools and let them know if they post that on Facebook, the county will share it. So just want to let you know. Awesome. Once that's confirmed through Facebook, we would be happy to share that information. Hernando High School at the stadium today, 5 to 7.
So
Hernando High School, awesome.
Yeah, that's great, and we really appreciate. We understand the community is going to come out and support. Yes. Hernando is strong. We're resilient. We really appreciate those people that's just stepping up and helping those in need. That is just, we have an amazing community, and we really appreciate that. Okay. We're here for you.
Let us know where we can help you. Give us a call. Any question you have, any need, let us know, and we'll be here, and we'll see them again shortly.
Yeah. Just want to reemphasize, we're trying to get the power back on. I just want to go back real quick before we end. Have your breaker off. Okay. With Cucci Electric will be by. They'll test it. If it's safe, they'll energize it to the meter. You, the individual homeowner, will be responsible to turn the breaker back on. Please, we recommend to get a licensed electrician. If you have saltwater intrusion, to make sure your lines are clear. We don't want to have any fires. So it'll be up to the individual homeowner to put your individual breakers back on once you get energized to your meter. Okay. So Those of you that are out of state, I know we have some residents, that are vacation homes. If once you come back, please make sure that your breaker is off before you call. They'll come out and do it. They'll get to you, but make sure your breaker is off. Okay. Again, about the lithium batteries, if you have any electric vehicles or any electric golf carts or e-bikes, please take them out of your driveway or out of your garage, put in your driveway so we don't burn your house down. Okay. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Administrator, thank you for everything that you're doing and your
Good.
support. I want to thank the community, and I'd like to thank all of the hard work for all the county government workers that have been really busting their butts, trying to get things squared away, get the resources for you. That's what we're here for, to help you recover from Hurricane Helene.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, and everybody be safe. If you need us, call us at our Citizen Information Line. Thank you, everybody. Have a great afternoon.